Hello and welcome back to this channel where I talk about marriage, relationships and parenting. If that's something that you're interested in, like and subscribe. Well, the last time we were here, we talked about a draining spouse and all those things that people do in marriages that suck the energy out of your partners. Today we want to look at what can we do to be that anti-draining wife or anti-draining husband. Really, the first thing is just be positive. Be positive. You're supposed to be your husband's biggest cheerleader or your wife's biggest cheerleader. Just imagine you get into a home and there's lots of positivity. The wife is smiling, the husband is probably not a smiley person, but from their actions you can sense that he's a gentle spirit, or he's just gentle. He's welcoming, as opposed to that face of a frown, of being positive about life. Even when you're watching TV, your comments are positive. Even when it is your partner has had a bad day, you are receiving their feedback. Yes, my day was hard, this happened, and like, sorry, I think tomorrow is going to be better. You are the uplifting voice. Your voice is a voice that lifts them up. Your voice is a voice that re-energizes them. Your voice is a voice of hope. That voice that helps them see things from a different perspective. Ever talk to your wife or talk to your husband and you're like, wow, okay, I actually feel energized. You need to be that kind of spouse that your husband, or you need to be that kind of husband that when your wife talks to you, they are totally re-energized. Their perspective towards life is changed. They feel like, wow, I had not seen it that way. Why am I even feeling so bad? You need to be that spouse that reminds them of who they are, of how excellent they are, of how brilliant they are, depending on whatever it is that you know about them. Remind them of those very, very interesting things, very, very amazing things that you like about them, and they will ride on that even when they're going through very, very hard times. The next thing that you can do as to be that anti-draining spouse is being collaborative. Always be proactive. How can I help you? I see that you're so tired. Can I make the food? I see that you're going to delay today. Let me pick the children up. I feel like we should be setting up this goal for this year. Okay, now how can we do it together? I'm going to bring 50% of my income. What about you? Like, always be that person that is lending a hand. Hey, you talked about your dad, or you talked about your mom. Is she okay? Can we go and visit? Be that supportive, collaborative. Be your partner's biggest cheerleader. Everything that they're doing, whether it's technical, how best can you come in? What signature do you have in that person's life, in that person's workspace? It could be the meal that they carry to work. It could be you ironing their clothes or just setting them up. Okay, I think these are the ones that work best for you. Imagine your partner is walking out of the house and their hair is not the best. They've not styled it the way you feel like it's good. Why not just stop them a bit and say, hey, my dear, I think maybe take 5 more minutes and go to the mirror and try to change this. It's not the best for you, which takes me to the next point. Sharing feedback. Sharing feedback is very important. Now, you need to know, first of all, how to share that feedback, and be the person that gives them the feedback that no one else can give them. Even if their food is horrible, you can find a positive way of telling them, find a way of letting them know that their cooking is not the best, and offer solutions as opposed to blaming. Remember, the one who drains, the spouse that drains, is always picking on things. You don't know how to cook, you don't know how to clean the house, you don't know. Okay, instead of saying you don't know and sharing your disgust, okay, now can you just say, you know what, I think we can try it this way, or maybe we can enroll for a course to help us do this and that, because everyone has strengths and weaknesses. And you could find that the thing that you think your spouse is not good at, and actually they're not good at, they're not aware, because nobody ever told them, nobody trained them. They could be smelling, and you know, for them, no one ever told them that they have a bad odor, and everyone at work is trying to just bottle it up because of maybe their status. Give them feedback that will help them do that thing better, and give them also different alternatives. You know, I know that I see that you're struggling in making chicken. However, this is a recipe that you could try, you know, as opposed to saying, your chicken is horrible, your chicken is horrible, the last chicken, even the one at work is better, the one of the neighbor is better. How do you think your spouse is going to feel? But on the other hand, if you just said, you know, this is, you've really tried, I see that you're always trying, however, what about this? I think it would be a better option. They will not feel like you're piercing them or you're the enemy. Remember, you are team one, you know, you are team one, you are team the whatever surname that you have, Mr. and Mrs. that. Well, that's what I had for you today. Don't forget to share, subscribe and like. See you in the next video.